Hey, you all, and good morning. Carpetbagger here, coming to you live from the great state of Texas. More specifically, we are in San Antonio, Texas. We rolled in on the Texas Eagle Amtrak train last night, and we're spending a few days here in San Antonio today. Kind of a foggy day here in San Antonio, and beginning our day standing in front of the Alamo, one of the most famous spots here in San Antonio, one of the most famous spots here in Texas, one of the most famous spots here in the United States of America. In 1836, a group of 200 Texans engaged in battle with thousands of Mexican troops at a standoff here. Unfortunately for them, all the Texans were slaughtered, and this place is considered a place of reverence to all Texans. You can see just the iconic beauty there of the Alamo. It's been standing here for hundreds and hundreds of years. Now, one interesting thing about the Alamo, at least I find it interesting, is you see photos. The Alamo looks like it's in the middle of the desert in a dry, open area, but it's actually just right, like smack dab in the middle of San Antonio. I don't know why I find this so fascinating, but yeah, it's in the downtown area, right kind of in the heart of the city. And one of the most famous people to fight and die in the Battle of the Alamo, the legendary American Mr. Davy Crockett, king of the wild frontier. Now, you do need a ticket to enter the church. Fortunately, the ticket costs $0 and 0 cents. And here in front of the mission, we have the legendary line in the sand. It says that Lieutenant Colonel William Barrett Travis unsheathed his sword and drew a line in the sand. Said that he told the men that they could step on one side and fight with him, or step on the other side and leave. And it said that every man except one stepped on his line in the sand and agreed to fight the Mexican army. So that's where the term line in the sand comes from. All right, we're gonna head inside the mission here. Well, you can see they're doing some construction in here. Yeah, it looks like there is a lot of refurbishment going on currently. You can see here, it says, on this spot, January 4th, 1937, bones of 4 unknown persons were unearthed. So they found the skeletons right here, and they were reinterred somewhere else in later that year. Along here, we have the names of people who died defending the Alamo. William Barrett Travis, he was in charge. He was the head guy here. James Bowie is the guy that invented the Bowie knife. And, of course, Davy Crockett, the most famous people to die here at the Alamo. And the names of the other people, the other Texans that were defending the Alamo. And here's a map of the Alamo back in the 1830s when the event took place. You can see the mission over there. That's where we are right now, in that building. Where you can see the perimeter of the Alamo is huge, and they actually built a lot of the city over top. Across the street here, they built a lot of roadside attractions. They had over the years, different things like the Ripley's Haunted House and other things. That actually some really fun roadside attractions were built over here. But yeah, a lot of this was just constructed over. And the church itself was preserved, but the rest of the fort, not so much. Oh, and here we exit through the Alamo gift shop. This Alamo Museum, erected 1936, so it's no longer a museum. It is now the gift shop. There may be some questions to the historic accuracy of this quote. Davy Crockett, hold my beer. Little miniature Alamos here. They got James Bowie and David Crockett on the front. But this one's actually pretty funny. Always bring a Bowie knife to a gunfight. I didn't know that Bowie was the official knife of Texas. Actually, Bowie was from Kentucky, but died here at the Alamo. Get yourself your own Davy Crockett coonskin cap. Now, this is actually something I was not aware of, but is pretty amazing. This is Bella, the Alamo cat. Now, apparently the Alamo always has a cat in residence that is cared for by the staff. The current cat is Bella here, who lives on the ground and is pampered by the staff. Says that she has been Alamo cat since 2014, so she is a senior cat. We'll definitely have to keep an eye out. I would love to meet Bella, the Alamo cat. I wonder if she just like free roams around the Alamo. And it's not too late or too early to celebrate Alamo Christmas. Some plushies of Texas animals, and even a little plushy Happy Texas there. And oh my goodness, the Alamo here packed with pressed pennies. We got a pressed penny machine here. We got a pressed penny machine here with all different designs. And then a third, the computerized press penny machine with 8 more. I think these are, every single one of these is different. So yeah, we better get a cranking. Let's crank out some Alamo pennies. Definitely need a "you may go to hell and I will go to Texas" press penny. All right, I will take all 8. And this fistful of Alamo pennies that I obtained today will make sure that I always remember. God, there's so much construction, so much refurbishment going on right now. It's almost like they're giving the Alamo this like multi-year complete makeover. See these 3 soda machines come together to form one Alamo, and they do have all the traditional Texas beverages. We got Dr. Pepper and Big Red. Oh, back here they have this brand spanking new building here, the Rolston Family Collection Center, where I think they actually have a I think this is kind of the modern Alamo Museum. So here we are inside the Collection Center. Different artifacts here recovered from the Alamo. Got all these different items involved in the Battle of the Alamo. That holster there. Oh, look at these old school, not playing around Texas spurs. Yikes. There's a knife there. I cannot confirm if that is a Bowie knife. That's interesting because it was essentially a massive battle at a church. So you see a mixture of religious items here mixed in with combat items. There's some items here made from the wood from the original roof of the Alamo. This fiddle here, made from the Alamo roof. This gavel here, made from the wood from the roof. I'm not sure what this tiny axe is. It just says it's a miniature wooden axe. I don't know what you would chop down with that. And that is a replica up there, but that is a Bowie knife. There's for some comparison. 47 is, you call this a knife. 46 is, this is a knife. Yeah, we have the largest collection of Alamo items here. It's all a private collection, and believe it or not, it all belongs to Phil Collins. I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh, Lord. Yes, Phil Collins, inexplicably, is the world's biggest Alamo fan, and he has donated his collection for viewing here at the actual Alamo. It's a pretty great collection. You can see the Mexican officer helmet. Now, apparently, I've seen these things before, mostly in cartoons. I think Captain Crunch wears these. This is called an opulette. I've never heard that word before. I learned something today. I learned that this thing that goes on military shoulders is called an opulette. And I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. This is a sword belt and a mule pack saddle. Over here is the ledger. Phil's Alamo collection, where Phil Collins meticulously recorded every Alamo item he had. Look at that Alamo hand grenade right there. It's one of the actual cannons used at the battle. This is absolutely pretty mind-blowing, just the depth of the collection here. Again, I do think it's some powerful imagery when you see all these brutal weapons mixed in with these religious artifacts. There's a cattle brand, and I find this pretty amazing. This is a wooden heart-shaped powder flask, a heart-shaped box to keep gunpowder. There's Spanish knives called navajas. Look at those. Yikes. It seems like there was a lot of brutal knife fighting here at the Alamo.
The church's inner rooms were considered the safest, and therefore provided sanctuary for the women and children.
Over here we have the gold snuff box of Sam Houston, the guy that they named Houston, Texas after. Look back here, we have this replica of the Alamo. It's explaining how the battle occurred, and it's actually narrated by Phil Collins.
Joined them for that final assault. The Mexican troops eventually secured a foothold on the dilapidated North Wall. Meanwhile, at the south wall,
yeah, like I said, you can see bits and pieces of the Alamo throughout the city that they have unearthed. But back there, that is where we are right now. What is commonly known as the Alamo, which is actually just the church.
Here, heavy fighting developed.
Looks like there's an upstairs section here. There's a timeline here. This is the 1850s. Timeline of people visiting the Alamo becoming a tourist destination. Famous people visiting the Alamo, such as JFK, such as Colonel Sanders, such as the Pope in his Pope-mobile there. Ronald Reagan has visited the Alamo, even Donald Duck. There's a lot of different knives in here, and now that actually is a Bowie knife. That's a searless Bowie knife there. So here is that's a Bowie knife as well. Looks like it's got like a bone or antler handle. Oh, this is a Vietnam era Bowie knife. Again, the Bowie knife, very popular knife over the years. See some of the different cannons here. Wow, I'm glad I was not at the Alamo. Looks like you were either going to get stabbed, chopped, or shot. Here is a Mexican flag from the 1830s era, would have been at the time of the Alamo. Just look at all this construction here, and we can get an idea of what this is going to look like when they're finished. This is the Texas Cavaliers Education Center. Looks like they're building like a whole campus here at the Alamo, as we see it rising before our eyes. It'll be really interesting to come back and see what this looks like when they are finished. And I have been looking for that Alamo cat this whole time. It's been a little bit of a rainy day, so the cat's probably tucked away somewhere warm. Okay, so we didn't find the Alamo cat, but we can enjoy the Alamo fish. And speaking of massive construction, over here out in front of the Mission, they have completely closed down the street, and it looks like they're completely gutting these buildings on the other side. The first time I came here, I think this road was open to traffic. Last time I came, it was open just to foot traffic. And now they are doing something with it. They are building this massive Alamo Campus. And these buildings here used to be private buildings. There were a lot of tourist attractions over here. We had there was a dark ride that was at one point the Davy Crockett dark ride, then later became the Tomb Raider dark ride. We had Ripley's Haunted Adventure, the Guinness World Record Museum, a lot of fun stuff along this strip. That's all gone. And there's also the old Alamo Visitor Center was over there. That's all been gutted. So I'm assuming they're turning this all into part of the Alamo. So the Alamo, you know, over the years it shrunk. It was this massive fort. When they built the city of San Antonio, built up around it, it kind of shrunk the Alamo into just one little attraction. And now the Alamo is re-expanding, growing back in to its old borders. They have the Alamo Cenotaph sealed off. And if you know some history, there is a legend that Ozzy Osbourne one time urinated on the statue and was banned by the city of San Antonio. So maybe this fence is just to keep Ozzy out. And just because I can feel the typing, I can hear the pitter patter of fingers on the keyboards. No, there is no bicycle in the basement of the Alamo. Yeah, pretty remarkable to seeing this level of construction here. Of course, the Alamo is a very, very important part of Texas history, a very beloved part of Texas culture. So they're definitely giving it a loving treatment and expanding it. Just interesting to see how much it is expanded. Like I said before, like from this point on was all private property, all different business, all different tourist attractions. But yeah, they are currently completely being renovated as part of the Alamo. I think I can take at least a small sigh of relief, at least at the moment, because we still have two of my favorite attractions over here next to the Alamo. We have the Ripleys Believe It or Not, and the Louis Tussauds Waxworks. I don't know if we have time to go through Ripley's today, but it did look like they had something new here in the lobby. I wanted to take a peek at. You can see over here we have the Batman Returns prop penguin in Batman Returns with Danny DeVito's Joker as an army of penguins with rockets on their back near the end of the movie. This is one of those penguins. So that itself is pretty amazing. Always cool to see new stuff at Ripley's. I was gonna say, I think this whole plaza here is new and opened up, and yeah, it looks like they're actually still doing brickwork right there. Yeah, this I'm like disorientated, because normally this used to just be a street right here, a street that would cut right in front of the Alamo. So this has got me all thrown off. Them building this big giant plaza here. Pretty wild. Yeah, I really hope that the two Ripley's attractions here, Louis Tussauds and Believe It or Not, can remain amongst this expanding Alamo attraction. And over here next to the Alamo complex, we have the Manger Bar, established 1859. It's a historic bar here. This is where Teddy Roosevelt recruited the Rough Riders. You can see the plaque here. Exact replica of pub in London's House of Lords. Theodore Roosevelt recruited the Rough Riders here, the site of more cattle deals than any other place in Texas, and San Antonio's oldest operating saloon. Yeah, let's check it out. You can see the pictures of Teddy Roosevelt here under the giant bull moose, which Teddy Roosevelt liked to refer to himself as. And down the hallway from the bar in the hotel we have this exhibit here on the Rough Riders. And this is where this bar is where the Rough Riders were founded. Teddy Roosevelt recruited basically his own personal army to go fight in the Spanish-American War. But while we're here, let's see if we can grab a little bit of food. And again, this is a replica of a British pub in here. So I got myself 2 tacos here. This is the San Antonio. It's supposedly the traditional taco of the city of San Antonio. It's beef barbacoa with avocado. And then this is the Sally White, named after a ghost that haunts the Manger Hotel. Apparently she was a chambermaid who now haunts this very hotel, and they named a taco after her. And it is chicken, got corn, beans, and avocado cream there on top. And we will start here with the Sally White, the taco named after a ghost. Some salsa here. That smells a little spicy, but we'll go ahead and put that on there. I did get the flour tortillas instead of the corn. I just generally like flour better. But here we go. Oh, that's like a big, thick taco. Very good. I love that avocado cream on there. And now the San Antonio, the traditional San Antonian taco. Of course, it has beef because this is Texas. Put that salsa on there as well.
My favorite is probably the San Antonio.
All right. And again, big chunky taco. Oh yeah, that is so good. Got some top-notch tacos in a historical saloon. So some absolute top-notch tacos here at the Manger. Would definitely recommend if you're in the Alamo area, stopping by here and getting some of these delicious tacos. Now, if you look at this mirror here, there's a legend that Teddy Roosevelt shot that bullet hole right there. That apparently one of the Rough Riders challenged Teddy Roosevelt to a shooting contest to see who could shoot closest to the mirror without breaking it. So it is said that is Teddy Roosevelt's shot, very close to the mirror. And then there is the other soldier's shot, the Rough Rider shot, that is significantly further away from the mirror. A mirror shoot-off. Go peek up here. There's the balcony dining area here. You can look down on the bar. Oh dear. Now look how far down this construction is going. Oh my gosh, yeah, it's completely changing the landscape of downtown San Antonio here. Now, San Antonio's other major attraction is the Riverwalk, this beautiful area that you can walk alongside the river. You can see, you can actually get a boat and sail it down the Riverwalk. I think we need to get on one of these boats and go for a little river cruise. Okay, I'm trying to figure out where I get on the boats. Looks like first you have to head down in to the Riverwalk. Oh, here's some boats. Like I've said, it's been a little drizzly today, so not incredibly busy down here on the Riverwalk. But looks like I'll board our boat right over here. And currently I'm the only one in line.
Live was the next dance. the sheets on the beds 8 miles away. They drove the rooms out there in the back of these big flatbed trucks. They took a giant crane and they just stacked them.
Oh, I think this may be our chariot. All right, we have our choice of seats here. I guess I'll sit right in the front to get a view of the direction the boat is cruising. There's a little bit of wetness on the seats, so I may have to tolerate that. Oh, look at that. It's a boat of brush there. Just there. Maybe it's like a gardening boat doing some work out here on the Riverwalk. See the colors of the different boats. Just some very vibrant boat colors. It does seem to be getting a little chillier here by the moment. A little bit of wind picking up. Ooh. Windy river cruise. Here we go. Got almost the whole boat to myself.
There's no smoking, no vaping.
Going under the archway here. Yeah, this is so cool. I've walked along the Riverwalk, but I've never been on one of the boats for today.
Coming up here in front of us is the Arneson River Theater. The seating is to the left and the stage is to the right. The amphitheater is divided by the river.
Okay, so it's the theater here, the seating is there,
800 people
and
here
the stage is over on the other side.
If this part of the river looks familiar, if you've ever seen a movie called Miss Congeniality with Sandra Bullock, this is where they filmed the swimsuit competition. Here's the right of this is the Briscoe Western Art Museum. This used to be the San Antonio
Western Art
Public
Museum.
Library from 1930 to 1968.
Oh, there's some Western art coming up here on the right.
It was renovated and turned into the Hertzberg Circus Museum. In 2013, it was renovated again and turned into the Briscoe Western Art Museum. Here's the right boat. This is called Marriage Island.
Marriage
We have
Island.
about 300 marriages.
Oh, okay, I
performed
guess there's a
here
bunch
on
of
the
weddings
island every year.
right there.
This is where Father Damien Massenet.
What if those ducks? What if those ducks are getting married?
Back in 1691, and actually named it the San Antonio River from this site. It was considered to be a holy site and an extra blessing on your marriage to get married right here. So
Oh,
people
low
come from all
bridge.
over Texas to get married right here on this little island.
We are supposed to keep our arms in the boat, so it's a good idea.
Top of the building.
That big tower right
And
here.
if you look right above the circular windows there on the bottom, you'll see some faces.
Yeah, look at the grotesques here. See the walkways.
And the red brick building there in front of us is the old Bear County Courthouse. That's the oldest courthouse here in Texas that's still in use. That was built in 1896. Here, so here comes my horn.
Oh, look at that. It's actually a stoplight for boats. Because there's actually traffic on the river. He had to honk his horn to let them know we were coming. I don't see any other boats.
And all this part over here, this is going to be the deepest part of the Riverwalk here. This is all 15 feet deep.
You can see
Now,
there's
the rest
love
of the
locks on the
river,
bridge
all the way
there.
around, that's only 4 feet deep through the entire downtown area. But this part was dredged out for flood control between 1921 and 1941.
Oh yeah, look at all those love
We had a
logs.
flood here back in 1921 before this section of the river was added in, and the water here in the downtown area alone was 10 feet above the street level. To the left about on the Passage Bridge, if you look at the left-hand side, right across the street, you'll see an old Gothic church there. This is the San Fernando Cathedral. That's the oldest cathedral here in the United States. Construction of this cathedral began.
Oh, what is that? Is that where King Kong lives? Oh, taking a sharp right. You can see it actually closes here. They have like a little stopper that can block off this part of the river. What is this? Tokyo Cowboy. The skulls out front.
If you look here to the right on the street level there, you'll see this red brick building here. Now, this is the side view of the Aztec Theater. The Selena Bridge. So if you folks ever seen the movie Selena with Jennifer Lopez, this is the bridge they filmed on here.
Oh, okay. Since this bridge is from the movie Selena.
On the river, they come sit out on the bridge. This is the bridge. So we call this the Selena Bridge.
Little sidewalk waterfall there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
see
how
it
you in, huh? Where you at?
flows
Where
there
you at?
under the sidewalk.
Oh, that's right.
Another little sidewalk
Look up
waterfall.
here, I'll show you a cool building here on the river. When we pass this bridge, you see the wall. So when we pass this bridge, if you look straight up to the left of the boat, you'll see a 26-story flat wall with windows.
Oh, look at that.
It's a very famous people.
The bottom they have the Bubblegum Shrimp Company.
Carol Burnett was born here in Nixon.
Oh, there's the river police.
So you can walk right through the bottom there, and when you get to the street level on the other side, you can right across the street from the Alamo.
Oh, there's a Rainforest Cafe.
And all the part over here, this is called the River Square. This is where you'll find most of the
CBS?
bars and restaurants.
Okay, this is a lot of bars and restaurants around here. You see people on top of the bridge there. All different wonderful places to eat along the river here. Sit and watch the boats cruise by.
Here to the right, folks, this is Kasa Rio Mexican restaurant. And this is going to be the very first restaurant on the Riverwalk. Folks, they opened in 1946. They were the first ones to offer riverside dining, and also the first ones to offer dining on the boat.
Yeah, this is Kasa Rio, the first Mexican restaurant along the Riverwalk. Yeah, the Riverwalk itself, such a unique environment, and just so interesting being able to cruise through the river. It's almost like, you know, like the streets of Venice or something similar.
And all this part of the river in front of us is what we call the man-made portion of the river. This is all added in back in 1968 for the
Okay, you said this part of the river is man-made. It was made for the 1968 World's Fair here in San Antonio. Anything World's Fair related is immediately amazing. Oh, looks like we got another boat coming by.
And the Fairmont Hotel is on the National.
That boat's full. How many people are in that boat? There's almost no one in our boat. Oh, look at this. Again, this was all added for the World's Fair. Well, look at that statue up there in the middle.
And a couple of cool mosaics in here also, folks. Look here to the right boat. On the back wall there, you'll see a mosaic painted on the wall. That's called the Confluence of Civilization. It took him
That
2
mosaic
years
there
to
was
connect
made
all those houses up there.
for the
There's
World's
over
Fair.
400,000 individual earth-colored stones up there.
Another mosaic up there.
So this one's called the Confluence of Civilization in the Americas.
Flowers here, they're lit up. Oh, I think our boat is turning around.
Now, as again continue further on foot back there. So if you keep on walking, I'll take you all the way back to the Tower of the Americas, or Hemisphere Plaza, which is where the tower is.
Oh, okay.
The right boat, she's called the Stargazer.
Okay, this is called the
She's
Stargazer.
one of the newest pieces of artwork here on the Riverwalk. And the artist says she's holding something called a particular star. It's a star with a hole in the middle. And he says at certain times of the year, you'll be able to look through the hole in the star and pinpoint certain stars in the sky. The church of us folks is also a pair of signs for next to that sculpture that say, please do not climb on the artwork. So I don't know how you're supposed to see a star through that little hole right there. If we go to the immediate right, you'll see that building there. That is not the church. That's Riverfront Mall where we just left. Now originally, when they were building this mall, what they wanted to do was to buy the church and just tear it down and build on the whole piece. So from out here you can tell there's a little bitty church there in the middle, and then Riverfront Mall to the left and right. Now I'm going to get the boat
All
stopped
right,
and
pulling
tied down
back
the boat.
into the dock.
Please let me get the boat completely stopped and tied down before you stand up and try to get off. Okay, you got safety first.
And that'll do, boat. That will do. So I really love the Riverwalk area. Just such a unique environment. I don't know anywhere else in the U.S. quite like it. And it was great to finally be able to take a tour on the water and see the whole Riverwalk. Very, very cool. Now I did want to go up in the Tower of the Americas today, but I'm looking here from the ground and it is very cloudy. I'm thinking there's probably not a lot of visibility there, so I'm going to save my ticket and we are going to maybe try again tomorrow. I don't know if it's going to be foggy tomorrow, but we'll wait and see. Well, if it's foggy tomorrow, we'll go up either way. And even if you're not taking a boat tour, the Riverwalk is a great place to walk. Hello, everybody.
Up on the campus
You too.
of the University of the Incarnate Word.
Yeah, under the bridge here, we can see the fountains just built in to the infrastructure here. Here's a map of the City Walk. You can see it just kind of goes all over this downtown area. We have Dick's Last Resort here by the Riverwalk. I met Dick in Gatlinburg on New Year's Eve, but still have not eaten here. Still don't know if I want to be yelled at and insulted while I eat. Here we have the Rainforest Cafe along the Riverwalk. Oh, you can see a little animatronic leopard up there. Oh, here's the crocodile. Oh, watch out. Getting ready to lunge. I hear him growling. He may not lunge. He may just be relaxing. Already ate, but I figured we'd just peek in to see what's going on here at the Rainforest. This tiger lurking over here in the corner. Oh, see him move? He's moving. You okay, Mr. Tiger? Oh, he's gotten really quiet. You get really quiet right before they lunge. You gonna lunge? Mr. Tiger. I don't think he's doing any lunging today. I did see him move though. You guys saw him move, right? Oh, I don't think I've ever seen a Rainforest Cafe that has pandas before. A few pandas move. I think these might be stationary pandas. I swear. There we go. Oh, I didn't think he was gonna move. There you go, you saw. Oh, the storm's starting. The storm's starting. Things are about to get rough in here. Oh, the pandas are coming to life. Pandas came to life in the storm. Oh, look at his teeth. Look at his panda teeth. Looks like an Ewok. See if there's any more creatures upstairs here. Never seen a Rainforest Cafe laid out like this. Got a little monkey right there. See the stars are out. Oh, you can see the snake there hanging from the tree. Oh, he has tongue going in and out. Got some gorillas up here on the top story. They're not moving around a lot. I feel over the years the Rainforest Cafe animals have gotten more calm and less fidgety. Oh, here's the elephant. See, it's wiggling its ears just a little bit over here in the corner. Oh, another elephant over here. This little baby elephant. Oh, I think they're communicating with each other. Oh yeah, you can see it wiggling that trunk. We got the Rescue the Rainforest statue back here in the fountain. And here at the Rainforest Cafe in San Antonio, they have a pressed penny machine, but it actually has San Antonio specific pressed pennies with their Rainforest Cafe characters. You can see the big gorilla there hovering over the Alamo. And this is a traditional penny quarter machine. So I couldn't get it to make the gorilla on the Alamo, but it would smash out the other three. Look at this fountain here. Here's the shops of Plaza Del Alamo. I guess this is also the Hyatt Regency Hotel. We got more fountains inside. And look at this little bridge over here. Actually has love locks. We saw love locks on the other bridge out in San Antonio. You don't see internal love locks often. There's a lot of locks on there. Look at that. And over here we have that classic sculpture of the hot dog putting ketchup on his own head. You guys look like happy ducks. Is it a happy duck life here on the Riverwalk? So thank you for joining me here today in downtown San Antonio. My hotel's not too far from here. I got it in walking distance of the Alamo, so able to just come down here and stroll around downtown. I'm really liking being able to get hotels in the city. You know, normally I stay on the outskirts of the city, usually stay by like airports and things like that, because the hotels have free parking and they're generally reasonable. A lot of times in the cities, hotels themselves, the rooms are not that expensive, but like to park your car is an extra $40, $50. So I tend to stay on the outskirts because they have the free parking. But this is one advantage of the train trips, is that I can pull the train into the city, get a hotel room. I don't have to worry about my car. I don't have to worry about driving downtown and parking. I can stay towards the middle of the city, so I can just get out and enjoy all the tourist delights around me. So this is definitely something I am enjoying about the train travel. But I think I'm gonna go head back to my room and rest a little bit. Tomorrow we'll be spending another day here in San Antonio, and then the day after that we're gonna be getting back on a train, believe it or not. Thank you guys for following along with me. Thank you guys for coming along with me on this maniacal train trip through the United States of America. If you do like these videos, though, please consider subscribing. I travel around the country. I film roadside attractions, amusement parks, museums, haunted houses, and other fun, random stuff. If you like helping out the channel in other ways, consider contributing to Patreon. $3 or more get you a postcard once a month from me to you. Also selling enamel pins, pressed pennies, and stickers in the Etsy shop, and also doing cameos, personalized messages if you're interested in sending one to yourself, to a friend, to a family member. That's in the description as well. All those things help keep this train on the track, this boat in the water, and this dirigible in the air. Until next time, my friends, this one's in the bag.